about my favorite episodes, and Blink is absolutely one of mine.
Dang,
And I'm
it's
sure it's one of
crazy.
everybody.
It's outstanding.
Yes.
I mean, the tension that is built, and then my favorite part
and
of
it's a Doctor Who light episode.
It
There's
is.
not much of the Doctor or companion.
But he got a timey-wimey detector, and it goes ding when there's stuff. You know.
Hey, Chris, I got a couple
Yeah.
of questions.
Go ahead,
for
Dee.
you. Why do you think Tom Baker had the longest run as Doctor Who?
I think it was just a fluke. He just was enjoying the part so much. He was enjoying the celebrity. He was as an actor, you have a steady gig, you know.
Yeah.
And I think he was just having the best time, and he realized. They even kind of make a note of it in Logopolis, his last episode. The Doctor says something about basically he's stuck around too long. So I think towards the end of that last season, he realized that he really had kind of overstayed his welcome just a little bit, but. He really did it was a great run for him. He enjoyed being the part. And, you know, and for an actor, steady work, I think, is just, it's a bonus. You know, so I think that was the biggest thing that held him in play.
And the next question, all the Doctors have been male.
Yes. Oh, I know where this is going.
With you have Rey in Star Wars. You had Janeway. You've got all that.
Janeway don't count.
Hey.
Uh-oh. We're going to hold that one for another day. Let's hold that one for another day. Let her finish her question.
Catherine Deneuve would have been better.
Do you ever see a day where there's a female Doctor?
Yes. I think so.
All right.
Wayne says yes.
For that moment, the part of Chris is being played by Wayne. No, and Wayne, if it happens, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay. But to answer Deanna's question, my personal, and I'm going to say preference, my apologies to the women, my personal preference is no. Because I think the Doctor has always stood as this particular, like fatherly figure. And I get, a motherly figure is just as fine. And like I said, if they do it,
the Master's now a woman,
which I think is their tip of the hat to that. You know, in one of the last episodes,
and Helen Mirren wants to be the Doctor.
I would be okay with that.
Oh my God, that would be so awesome!
Here's
God.
I have a hard time answering this question because I don't want to sound sexist because I'm not. I mean, like I said, if it happens, I'm going to be perfectly okay with it. But my preference would be that it doesn't happen. Because Doctor Who is great about making social commentary, and it can do that by bringing different stories, different people. It can shuffle people around, and having that consistent figure in the middle is going to hold it all together, in my opinion. So my preference is that it doesn't happen. However, if it does, I'm not going to – it depends on who they cast. I mean, if they put Lady Gaga in, I'm going to have a big old freaking problem with that.
Stop
it would
watching
have
at that
to be
point.
someone British.
It would,
just
absolutely.
Just
yeah.
like when they were doing Harry Potter and they wanted to make it American.
Right. Oh, God, no. When the Americans get involved in Doctor Who, things get really weird.
You mean Paul McGann.
Paul McGann's,
yes.
yeah.
Drive-by shooting when he lands in L.A.
Yeah, I can't even. And then what they did with Torchwood with Miracle Day and Children of Earth.
Oh, it was just like how much dark. It's like Torchwood had always been dark, and then it's how much darker can we make it, and then can we make it even darker than that?
And then can we make it corny dark? It was just, the American way of doing things sometimes is not quite exactly the way I would too. So I hope I answered your question.
You did.
I did.
And I think I get it because this character was created, like you said, is that grandfatherly figure, that fatherly figure, as like an overseer and a protector. I'm not saying women can't protect, but there's just
Leela was good at protecting.
Stereotype, call it what you want, but it's always that man protecting.
Yeah, or
idea.
guiding or teaching. But,
Right.
and we can get in and out of that. And I hate to, I don't want to go too far into that because I don't want to sound like I'm closed off on certain things because I'm really not. But it's just this is like that one thing that would be my preference. Anyway, like I said, this is a foundation conversation. It's a show that's lasted longer than even Star Trek in some regards. And so you really can't do it justice in a half an hour. So we're going to be coming back.
I think we got to do more.
We're going to do more.
Definitely do
Doctor
more.
Who.
We're definitely going to do some more Doctor Who.
The groundwork.
Because I still have favorite episodes, and everybody does.
Everybody has.
We'll definitely be talking
Dinosaurs on a spaceship.
That
Oh my gosh.
Tony, whenever we talk about Doctor Who, Tony is going to bring dinosaurs on a spaceship
I
up.
have to. It's my
right.
favorite episode.
Like for me, the last 5 to 10 minutes of Vincent.
Oh my
is
God!
Oh,
the
yes.
best TV
Vincent,
ever.
Vincent and the
There you go.
Doctor,
Yeah.
absolutely. Of the new Who, my favorite episodes have been Blink, Vincent, and I even the 50th anniversary special.
Oh yeah,
Day of the Doctor. Was it Day or?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Day of the Doctor.
That was a
Day
good
of the
one.
Doctor.
I like that.
I think a lot of the Day of the Doctor for me was the run up to it, how they did those mini episodes.
and the Five-ish Doctors was pretty good.
The Five-ish was hilarious, and then the Paul McGann tip of the hat. I think that was a well-deserved. Finally, a chance to see the Eighth Doctor again. And
No, it was like Paul McGann. Everybody was there.
yeah, everybody was in on it, and then with the it's spoiler city for this one, but at the end of Day of the Doctor, when Matt Smith is alone with the painting, and he's talking to himself about being the curator of a museum, and he says, "I could be the curator of this museum," and then you hear that voice. Sybil, you and I were in the room when that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and Erica did not understand the significance of it, but you and I heard that voice, that damn voice of Tom Baker, that baritone, that rich, you know, it's amazing, that voice.
And then he came out.
And then he comes out, and I think I was crying. I honestly think, I'm not even ashamed to admit
hair
it.
on my mom's arm just go
Stand
straight up.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
because Sybil and I both gasped at the same time when we were watching that episode, and that's just that tremendous moment. And I think that's what made the 50th one of my favorite episodes, was that moment alone, just that throwback to the perfect. It was the perfect tip of the hat to the classic era. Yep. So anyway, and then
we could go on forever. And
we could go on forever,
ever,
and we're gonna bring up some more podcasts about Doctor Who. We're gonna talk about our favorite doctors. We're gonna talk about our favorite companions. We're gonna talk about our favorite enemies, favorite episodes. These are things we're going to talk about, and our listeners
That's
out
right.
there.
We didn't even bring up the companions.
We didn't.
No,
we
so
barely
make sure
touched
that
them.
you send us messages on Facebook.
We want to hear
about
from our
what
listeners.
you want us to continue to talk about Doctor
Yep,
Who.
and your favorite companions, your favorite doctors, your favorite episodes. We want to hear about all of them. We want to hear about where you think the show should go, because we have our opinions on that too, especially with the upcoming transition from Steve Moffat. He's going to be giving the show over to Chris Chibnall, who ran Torchwood for a while and has had a couple of other very successful series on British television.
But
so these are
Torchwood
things.
just got dark.
It is very dark.
Well,
it's
you
not
know
for
what?
Kids.
No.
We can talk about how that has had an effect, and we can talk about the spin-off series, Sarah Jane Adventures, and this new one, Class, which I've
and
not seen yet.
K9
K9
and
Adventures,
Friends,
K9 and
Has
Company.
class started yet?
Class has started. I haven't seen any of it yet.
Everybody in Canada has, though.
Okay, well, good for Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Praise Canada. Anyway, so with that being said, we're going to close the TARDIS doors. We're going to throw the DBAT circuit on, and we're going to grind ourselves away for the afternoon. And we thank you yet again for listening to yet some more Monkey Business.
This has been Monkey Business, a Mighty Monkey production. Mighty Monkey Productions of Rochester, New York, creators and presenters of the Flower City Comic Con, presenting their second show May 20th and 21st of 2017 at the Rochester Riverside Convention Center. Follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/FC3Rock.
That song's never going to get old for me.
No,
Seriously.
definitely not.
No.
Love it.
I'll fall asleep to this tonight.
How about this song, Chris?
Yay! That song got old.
No, I'm gonna fall asleep to this.
I'm not falling asleep to this one.
That'll just be coming through your dreams.
I love you, Billy. I really
It'll
do.
be the nightmare.
You're lucky that you love Billy. Billy's lucky that you love him.